Thank you for clicking the link as to how you can increase your mobility. My name is Brandon. I'm the founder and owner of Strata Internal Performance in Newmarket, Ontario. I'm a muscle system specialist and personal trainer, and I work with people just like you to help improve mobility, feel better, move better, lose weight, get stronger, all fitness goals using muscles as an incredible vehicle to do that. So let's dive in and talk about how we can improve your mobility immediately. The first step is I would like to try to change your mind a little. Most people will come in and they're experiencing pain, tightness, or other sensations that they don't like. And if that's the case, they try to stretch, roll, and pull on those tight muscles in painful areas to release them. That sometimes can help, but long-term may not be the most successful strategy. So my first piece of advice is if you're experiencing sensations you don't like and you're trying to stretch and pull and improve mobility to help those areas, stop doing that. We're going to talk a little bit about that now, but don't force your body to do anything. Now, step 2 is to stay within your active range of motion. One of the reasons why we don't talk about stretching per se very often is stretching can be forcing you into a position that your body does not have excellent control over. You will have control in motions in which your structure can go and your muscles can pull you there. So we want to try and find out what your active range of motion is. Generally speaking, stretching is based off of passive range of motion. So the first thing is we have to understand what bones and what joints are involved and what they can do. And then second, what will your muscles allow you to do currently? This will lead into something that I'll just call, to make it simple, reverse stretching or activity-specific prep that'll help to improve the contraction of your muscles and help to create long-term changes. So stay within your active range of motion. The third step is now to involve the muscular system in the process. We can see here with this quick visual my active range of motion. This is as far as I can go currently based off the weight of my limb and my current strength. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply my hand on the top of that leg as a piece of resistance. And I'm going to perform an isometric contraction. I'm going to hold it just for about 5 seconds. The goal is just to feel those muscles inside my body, and I'm going to repeat that a few times. The goal is to try to elicit a muscle memory response called post-activation potentiation. Basically, reminding my body how to contract in that position at its max level, provided that I don't fatigue or cause pain. Very important. As you can see, I actually increased range of motion just after that small duration. How amazing is that? All I did was push into something, and that internal contraction allowed me to go further. So the fourth step is now taking some of your old common stretches, perhaps that pulling the leg over, that hip flexion hamstring stretch, and I want you to reverse that stretch. That's the best way to get started with this, because now that we're involving your muscles, those contractions can be taught. Your body can remember those contractions, unlike a passive stretch. A passive stretch, you're pulling yourself there, but your body never actively learns a new option. So we're going to take a couple stretch examples, and instead of pulling that limb there, we're going to actually push into it. So instead of pulling and lengthening one side, we're going to create an isometric contraction on the shortened side in the same scenario. Now, the final big step for improving this mobility, once you've taken some of your old stretches or old mobility practices and turned it into a contraction, is to try to feel those muscles more. The post-activation response that I described works really well when you expose your body to high amounts of controlled force, when you don't fatigue and when you don't cause pain. You can't have any noxious stimuli. You need to have something sturdy to push into to feel that internal contraction, but you can learn that. It's amazing. The better you get at contracting those areas, the better your body remembers it doing it, and the better you'll be at maintaining those mobility options. A great place to start is to try and start some of these practices before and after exercise, potentially daily. But you'll find over time that you won't have to do it as often, because this is an exercise. This is a strategic contraction exercise to help you move better and feel better. The last piece of advice I'm going to give you is to avoid pain and fatigue when you're doing any of these stretches, contractions, or other options. Fatigue and pain will downregulate your nervous system's ability to produce force, and therefore it's going to actually make you move a little less far, not as mobile, and not feel as strong. It also is kind of dangerous to consistently remind your body of pain and push into areas like that. We don't want to accidentally be stretching some nerves and ligaments that we're unaware of. The amazing thing about this, though, is as you can feel that area better and you avoid those negative areas, your body can feel better. Now, often when I talk about this, I'll have people ask me, well, I'm experiencing pain in an area. What should I do? Simply try the same things that we just described, but try to contract the opposing side of the joint to where you're feeling pain. If you're feeling pain in your hamstring, try to contract your quad. But ultimately, try to contact someone who is a professional in that area to let you know if that pain is okay and if you should even be doing something like that. I hope those tips were helpful. That's a quick insight into our ASP, our activity-specific preparation that we teach to our trainers about post-activation potentiation to help you improve your mobility. Our muscle system specialists and personal trainers use procedures like this every day, customized to you to help you move better and feel better, to customize your exercise routine to help you achieve any goal and to help anybody who is struggling with pain and just wants to move better. Thank you again. If you'd like to learn more, please feel free to contact us for a free consultation. We'd love to talk to you more about your goals and see if we're a good fit for you.